Damas y caballeros de San Miguel, Buenos Aires, Argentina, former Latino and former WBA Intercontinental Champion, Diego La Hoya Chaves. Former light welterweight and former welterweight champion of the world, Timothy Desert Storm Bradley.
Tim Bradley entered the fight with an impressive record of 31-1 with 12 KOs.
Bradley's coming back smartly here. Lands a right hand on the way in.
His only loss was a rematch against Manny Pacquiao in April 2014, where he lost his WBO welterweight title. Known for his incredible toughness, work rate, and boxing IQ, Bradley was a former champion in 2 weight classes and had a reputation as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. This fight against a hard-hitting, rugged contender from Argentina was an opportunity to make a statement and position himself for another title shot.
When he fought that hard war,
now he's come out to try to turn this right away, and Bradley could not resist the temptation when he fought Provodnikov.
in his eyes, he won the fight, and he did get it, but it wasn't enough for him. And he do a tough, rough, tough street brawl, and Diego's well capable of that with low blows.
Well, what do you guys want? Which way do you want me to fight? You want the
Best thing, but it's I like to see. Oh, he got nailed with an uppercut inside. He comes right back with the right. Well, one thing for sure is Chaves has come here to fight. Now Tim picks up the pace a little bit. Stars of the past from Argentina.
and he never said.
And so far, he's making a good account of himself here in round 1, an even round so far. He goes with that right hand as Chaves. Chaves comes with a nice uppercut, but Tim bobs away from it. Chaves had the right idea, but he couldn't land it. First round, here we go to round number 2. There's no title at stake, but it's a 12-round fight. Bradley desperately wants to win, as does Chaves, to get a money fight. And Chaves would like to be on the Timothy Bradley. Timothy wails that body, and there's a bit of a low blow by Chaves, and Tim loads up about 5 right hands in a row.
I'm coming in with your heads. Watch it. Here we go. Time in. Let's go.
But the heads are going to come together more than that.
Dirty fighter.
And he does different things in there that can complicate
The
things.
heads came together again. This is the second headbutt. Look from either of the 2 headbutts in this second round. The cut, they can ding you. Big shot there. Is Tim.
It's developing there from that headbutt, so let's keep an eye on that.
Timothy is supposed to have a 2.5-inch advantage in reach.
I think Tim now is just trying to see the box.
Well, hey, Chaves trying to box now, and Tim really holding those gloves up high when he comes inside now, trying to protect that head. Heads wag back and forth against each other.
All right, we take a look at the last round's action, and there's a wild swinging overhand right by
Cut over the eye. And now here's Tim chopping him, loading up right hands.
Looks like we're going to get the Bradley of the Provodnikov fight.
Well, this is what he wants things, and if he wants to brawl, he can brawl, especially in the early going. But Tim wants to make a statement too. He told us folks what Rich is talking about when we talked to Tim yesterday, that, you know, that doesn't mean he said that I can't beat him. It's more carefully. So Chaves right back. And Chaves and Rios was just are on the wharf someplace. This one's more of a boxing match. Chaves not wilting in any way from this guy. He just gets nailed by 2 solid right. Bent down, he throw it up over his shoulder. Been involved with all kinds of headbutts and
Wild swinging between the 2. An effective uppercut there by Chaves.
with Tim in the early going here in 4.
Come on, go.
Another one together all night because both of them tuck their heads when they come in. And when they're on the inside, they wag them. Here we go, back to the Pierce Sixer. This guy But every once in a while, he will prove to you that he is a fighter. This is, he's tough. And he was talking about Terrence Crawford saying what a dog he was. A dog meaning a very positive toughness in him.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of toughness in Diego Chaves. Him a hard body shot that time. So when those heads are wagging back and forth against each other, Tim just missed the uppercut. The referee will let them fight as much as he possibly can. And he's not concerned right now with just letting these guys go. But nonetheless, in San Miguel, Argentina is a championship fight for him. Bradley's getting the best of him on this.
Well, hopefully it will be the smarter Tim Bradley.
And I think we've had 5 headbutts so far and only 1 cut one. So here we go to round number 5. Timothy Bradley in the red trunks with actually very dark blue. Timothy loads up his shot. Chaves to the left of the screen. Bradley break the 2. Nice left hook landed. Solid. Good body shot by Chaves. Well, again, we talk about within the rules, it's, he has a tendency, both of them, to have their heads.
He's a professional soccer star, but he does come from a boxing family. His dad was a boxer, Jesus, so it figured that this was the road he was going to take.
That time they just plopped the heads on top of each other when they came in. Tim whacked him with a good left hand and another Chaves. Chaves on his toes, loads up his right hand. Tough fight, man. Tim puts his head down again. You see, he's lands some body shots and come with a big uppercut inside. Wow, with the right hand.
All right, let's take a look at the action in that round. Bradley throwing punches to the body, but getting caught with the uppercut.
With his back to you in the dark trunks and in the red trunks is Timothy Bradley.
I think we're going to have to keep a close eye on that.
Tim caught him with a right hand, but Tim does have 12 knockouts. Again, with him, it's an accumulation of punches. Tim caught him with a right hand again to that punch. Nice fast hands at Timothy boxing very nicely in this round now. Making Chaves miss a lot. That's not a knockdown. I think he tripped, but he was getting knocked down. I can fight on the inside if I have to. Chaves caught him. You saw it whistle over his head. Caught him with the right hand again in there. As we go to the second half of the fight now, I've got Timothy winning the first 5 of New York and Craig Metcalf of Canada. This is round 7. Bradley in the red. None of the rounds have been big rounds, but I thought the most clear.
Joel Diaz was really mad at Bradley after a couple of
And Tim is a very confident guy. As Joel said, he's stubborn sometimes. The fight that Tim fought against Provodnikov. Rounds that he did draw, Rich, he won the rounds.
Of course, the fight that Bradley probably got the most praise.
Boxer like Juan Manuel Marquez. I mean, that's a great. And then all he did was.
He was saying yesterday, he goes, what are you talking about?
The 7th round of this fight.
Yeah, but that was real boxing in there. I thought that was Tim's smartest round of fighting in this one.
Well, I like the 6th round too, Rich. I agree with you. Chaves. Time to time. Reaching downstairs. Stage, you expect Tim to come with an uppercut.
Like it depends what Rich said. It depends which fight you watched of Tim Bradley. He's not moving around and working off the jab. I know Joel, as you mentioned, Rich, he said, well, when he makes me mad, I got to go.
They slowed down just a bit here. 2 chopping right hands.
As you mentioned, a good punch here, good punch there. But now this is more the style of fight that...
solid right hand landed by Tim that time. Late great Angelo Dundee used to say.
Great stuff.
Chaves is going to get frustrated here in a little while. Joel Diaz wants Bradley to land the right hand. And Chaves, to me, looks like he's slowed down just a hair. High work rate of Tim Bradley in this fight, too. Both guys have worked extremely hard and has been effective. Tim sets up in front of him. He dictates when they come together.
And then once Bradley put his...
Well, in the early portion of the fight, wasn't going to get away with that because Bradley is, he's a tough guy. And 6, 7, and 8, and into this round, he's just boxing low. Trying to land one big shot if he can possibly catch this guy. Things can happen here. Bradley can catch him and stop him, or Chaves will get so frustrated thinking he's behind in the fight that
that he can't do. It goes back. I remember when I remember he floored Witter in that 5th round of that fight and ended up winning the fight.
And more important than that, in his mind, he can do it.
Chaves did land some good shots in that last round.
It is scheduled for 12 rounds, so this is the tough stuff on the inside now.
But the thing is it's always
missing with the right hand.
No.
It's the 2nd minute.
Yeah, and you know something?
Seems like he's got an adrenaline flow. Continues to be a problem for each fighter. 33 seconds to go, and this is the 10th round. Than Tim has in this round. Well, the heads came close that time. Shifts left now, back to his right. This round is outboxing Timothy.
That he has broken ankle against Pacquiao, pulled calf muscle against Bradley did get hit, but still, even when getting hit.
But you're right. There's always some issue, and it's look at the cheeks. And let's see if he goes to work and tries to make this a brawl again. Winding up, and there he goes with a nice left hand, right hand, running back to his right. Tim has done that throughout the course of the fight. Chaves very flat-footed now, like he wants to load up some shots of his own, but no damage done.
You know, the ironic thing is,
and if he's anyways near what my score sheet is, Tim looks like he's got 2 golf balls in his cheeks.
Right. They can get very odd looking. Again, the irony of that is...
well, this round is history, and that's a Chaves round, so Chaves has won 10 and 11, so Chaves still needs a knockout to win this fight, in my opinion. Chaves seems the fresher of the 2 fighters right now, but this is when he'll show how tough he is. On the inside, just throwing a lot of punches, not very heavy, but I mean, if you were squeezing your eyes shut, you probably couldn't have it shut much more than that left eye is right now. Headbutts in the first about 4 blows, but nothing real serious and nothing certainly intentional or, dirty fighting.
And Weeks did do a good thing by saying, he didn't want to come in here with a lot of preconceived something that you see happen in there.
Weeks are very outboxing Tim. This round's more even. Title fight again, that's for sure.
Well, we know who it won't be against, Terrence Crawford. As he said, he would not fight Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford just...
Been a very good fight. Bradley raises his hands, Chaves raises his hands. I scored at 118 to 110.
114, a 3-way split. This contest officially is a draw.
Wow.
I thought Tim Bradley won the fight, but...
So did I, and I thought he won it handily, but again, some of the early rounds, close enough.
I thought it was pretty one-sided. I mean, I thought I won like at least 8 rounds to 4, but, I don't know, man. The judges saw it a different way. I don't know why, but I felt I won the fight, easy.